So now I look like a swimmer. We have everything set up, and I just realized that we don't have board here. We need to pay for it, and I don't know where they are. Nobody's here. So what I will do, I will use my pool boy as a board for making more resistance for my legs. I hope so. It will be difficult. I never try it. My uncle one day told me that, and he's a swimmer and a coach. So if uncle, you look this video, tell me if I'm doing well or not. Choose guys, enjoy the training. Hey tribes, today is the second day, of the week 2. Technically it's week 3, but remember the first week was only about testing myself, so I didn't really dig into the program of triathlon that I showed you in the first video. Yesterday I did functional bodybuilding. My second training will be bike session with a tempo and steady session. This morning I felt crushed and sore. I did sleep very deep and well. I did sleep until 8, which is not very common, but yesterday we did go sleep at 1 o'clock a.m., which was pretty annoying, impossible to sleep. Usually when this occurs, I used to take a book. I study different spiritual things. Yesterday I took a book about consciousness. It's very interesting to see how people perceive and study the consciousness, and I like it. So then after I did go to deep meditation. This meditation is around 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. Usually you collapse. Don't think that when you meditate, if you fall asleep, your meditation is done, because it is not. Technically, when you start to do a meditation and you start to relax and you go sleep, technically you are not sleeping. You just reach a certain wave into your brain, and your brain start to really relax your body, and you go to another realm. This is something that I will incorporate into those kind of video. If you want to see more, we have the other channel, Awakening Tribe, where I go deeper. So this was helping me to recover, but this morning I have to admit that I didn't wake up with even 80% of energy. So I did prepare my coffee with my coconut, and I took a Isolate shake protein carnivore from Dark Skull. Low sugar. I incorporate inside a teaspoon of coconut oil, virgin coconut oil, for increasing my MCT and my fat. Then I put a large spoon of peanut chocolate paste. It's some things that they have here. It's really cool. They have like a Bounty. I don't know if you remember Bounty. In France, Bounty was a chocolate bar with coconut inside. It was delicious when I was a kid. But this contained a lot of fat again, but very low carbohydrate. And I have to admit that we did some errands after with Michelle, and I was starting to feel better. Probably my body start to adapt of the product that I take. Hey, tribes. I want to do the resume Saturday on all my third week. So I explained to you that it's the second week in reality, because the first week was only about testing myself, see where I am, which was a disaster. Like said my son, which is my friend. So this week was definitely a deep dig within myself. Why? First of all, because the training was heavy. I had to do several training because I know how I react, and I need to pass over some limitation of myself for passing beyond the mind filter. You know, this lazy person that we can have sometimes. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. The pain. So first, it was starting on Tuesday. I did post a video about the swimming training. Then I had some bike, and then into the bike I had to do conditioning, strength. It was more strength than conditioning, and I shifted strength just before the bike. If you do the opposite, it will be complicated, but you can do it. I started on Tuesday night to start feel my lower back, my glutes, and my hamstring on fire. So I was saying to Michelle, something's wrong. She was, no, you're fine. And you know, Michelle is always positive. And Wednesday, first on Tuesday night through Wednesday, I didn't sleep very well. It was deep, but I was feeling the pain. And then my mind started to trick me. And on the morning, which was Wednesday morning, I was going down. The mood was going down. My energy level was going down. And because I'm an eternal student, I started to make research. Because again, triathlon is not my first sport. You will talk about CrossFit. I know what to take, or you know, bodybuilding. I know what to take to recover and stuff like that. But as I wanted to be as natural as possible, to be as much realistic for most of you guys, and also for my health, I decided to be as much as possible natural, you know, which some of you will call that nutty or not. Do I use steroids? No. Do I use human growth hormone, which some call steroids? I don't call it steroids. No. Do I use a peptide? No. Do I use some protein? Absolutely. Do I use vitamin and minerals? Yes. So then I started to watch some video, and to people that passed before me to this phase, and for the most, who throw me through this craziness 2 years ago of Ironman was the COVID, and someone that very popular on internet named Nick Bear. Very interesting guy, healthy guy, wealthy guy. I really like his video and the way he was explaining stuff. So I started to look if I was finding some things that was similar. And I found a video where he explained through one of his podcasts, with a doctor, about the importance to take isotope, which is some sugar, salt, so sodium, and potassium, also magnesium, to regulate the balance sodium-potassium. Very important, because we have a tremendous amount loss of salt and other, minerals that are leaking when we do this kind of sports, and we are an oxidative sport. So I started to search on internet, and I don't really like to order on internet, so I like to interact with people. So I did go to Decathlon thanks to Decathlon, they don't have it. Here, I know in France, close to my mom, we have a Decathlon that is huge, and we have everything because we have a lot of triathletes over there. But here, nada, Kuchi. So what I did go to a shop close to me, which the guy is a lovely person and try to connect with me in English, and he proposed me a product. And since I take this product, my energy level come back. It took 2 days. So the Wednesday, coming back on it, Wednesday was terrible. Rest day. I needed to do a recovery. I was walking at the beach. I nearly wanted to cry. By sadness, my mind was not quite straight, all over the place. Starting to think about my kids, starting to think about story that it's just a story. And then I started to absorb these products. The tremendous importance, or the huge importance of your nutrition is whatever the sports you do, but especially triathlon, which is for me one of the most traumatic sports that you can use with MMA, because you have a lot of impact on MMA, but also on triathlon. You have to run. It's a lot of impact, especially when you're 95 kilos. Biking is also traumatic, not necessarily when you fall, but it can be traumatic for the knee and the hip. And swimming, it could be traumatic too. Why? Because when you have shoulders like mine, or a body like mine, the mobility or the elasticity of your or the range of the mobility of your joint are not the same. Even I have a height mobility for my body, I still have a lot of issues with my shoulders from the past. So all of that was popping out, and when I started to absorb this product, the Wednesday night, I was down. Michelle came and she was like, "Sam, are you okay?" And I was like literally in the room, in the dark, watching video, trying to make research on it, and trying to reflect what was happening. Some people will say overtraining. No, it's not. It's just a lack of substance, minerals that I was not absorbing. Since then, I absorb it. I absorb a liter of it every day with 2 spoons, just for fun, And now, before the training, 1, and after the training, 1, and during the training 2, because I need to refile quickly. I'm heavier than the usual athlete. Triathlete. The Thursday, when I woke up, I started to feel sore, but I was better, way better. So I again take a big, consistent breakfast with full of salt to rebalance myself, and I started to feel way better. So I decided to go back to train, but very soft, bike and swim again. But I didn't go to swim. I decided to listen my body. My body was like, bro, just do a recover session, very quick, 30-minute bike, some weightlifting, but more 15, 20 reps, very light. Sometimes was empty bar. We did a session with Michelle. It was very cool. I didn't feel sore. I was feeling happy, and my body enjoyed. Friday, back on track. Little bit tired because I didn't sleep well. I was working on different things for what I do on the side for my school, and I was kind of tired, but the energy was here. So I did 52 minutes of biking, which was steady, and strength training, which I didn't take heavy. It was my pullback. Today is a rest day, which I doing videos and take the time to really rest, be at the beach, enjoy myself. So if you see, the beach is very not very nice today, but I love this kind of weather. It reminds me France and where my family come from, which is the north of France, which the weather is usually like this. Tomorrow will be a huge day. Tomorrow I have almost 3 hours of biking, 2 hours 49 minutes exactly. And then when I'm done with that, so I have 1 hour easy, zone 2. It will be an easy kind of warm up, but 1 hour is not a warm up. Then I have 3 times 10 minutes in zone 3, zone 4, and then after I have 1 hour, zone 2, easy money. And then when I finish with those hours, I will immediately run, but for only 30 minutes, steady. I have 15 minutes, 10 minutes, very easy zone 2, and then I have 10 minutes, zone 3, lower zone 4, and then going back on almost 5 minutes in zone 2. I will probably walk. Anyway, this was the week. This was an interesting week. I was able to dig deep in myself, looking where is my shadow, and still working on. Diving deep, once again, like said someone on internet, help you to be face of your shadow, be face of your weakness. If you are not able to face your weakness and think that you are well, you are fine, to me, and I'm sorry if I shock you, it's bullshit. You will only reinforce those weakness, and most of the time those weakness will become a strength of the ego and will automatically unbalance you to find the neutrality and stop this individuality that we are within us, which was the subject of one of the video. I think it was the last video of Awakening Tribes. Anyway guys, see you next week for the week 4 training. Thanks to everyone for helping us. Thank you guys. Cheers.